Welcome everyone to the Confused to Focus Talks with Lekeisha. This is where we take a deep dive in the journey from being stuck to becoming unstuck. I'm so excited that you're here with us today, and we're going to have an amazing conversation today, family. We're going to be talking about something that I believe that is going to really change your life and really change everything that you're doing in business, in conversations with others, and just understanding yourself. Definitely, we're going to be talking about empowering growth. Let's go. Empowering growth. It's important for us to empower growth because, we need to understand ourselves and understand how we can change and how we can maneuver anything we need to do. But you know what? We got to take growth. We got to take a new journey and understanding it. And I promise you, it's going to be a great episode today, family. Listen, invite your friends, invite your colleagues, anybody that's connected with you, even your family members. And definitely don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I promise you, it's going to be enlightful. It's going to be engaging. It is going to be fun for each and every one of you. I'm so thankful that you're here with us today. We're going to have a few questions that I'm going to answer from our viewers, and also definitely from the amazing people that are celebrity guests for us all. And we're going to excited for this conversation. I'm so excited, family. We're going to go ahead and get into it. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, family, and make sure you stay in tune. Let's go. Yes. I'm so excited that each and every one of you are here with us. We have so many amazing people that are connected with us. We have Instagram connected with us, and we have other connections as well in social media that's connecting with us. I'm so thankful for each and every one of you to be here today. We have the amazing Val, the global voice, here with us, chiming in with us. We're having a conversation together. Thank you so much for coming in with us, Queen. We definitely appreciate you. This conversation is really going to be definitely insightful, and I promise you, you're going to really achieve great success moving forward ahead when you hear these solutions to these questions. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. Question number 1. How can the Unstuck and Focus course enhance self-reflection, awareness, and understanding of thoughts, emotions, and behaviors? I love this. This is really a great question. This is really alluding into the course that I have with definitely the Confused to Focus Talks with Lekeisha family, and definitely being engaging into each one and understanding how we can definitely understand this. This question was very insightful. Honestly, is really basic. Honestly, really understanding yourself, understanding who you are, and understanding what you want to achieve in life. Honestly, understanding your emotions, understanding really what's going on in your head, your thoughts. Is it thoughts that are liking for yourself, thoughts that shows encouragement, I love myself, or I hate myself, I really can't do this, I really can't do hard things, I'm really tired today, this is really getting on my nerves? Are those playing in your head? If it is something that you got to take accountability for it. You have to understand that it's happening. Begin to replace it with something else. Begin to say, you know what? I can actually achieve hard things. I can really maneuver anything that I need to maneuver. You know what? It's in my place for a reason. So I definitely can go ahead and take it on, and I can really do something great with it. Begin to say that you can do great things. Begin to say that you can achieve great things, and honestly begin to engage in yourself with likeness and love and support. If you just really begin to talk to yourself in a great way, you're going to reflect great things. Honestly, it's going to really fight back anything that is not you and anything that is really coming against yourself, because it's important for us to begin to know who we are and whose we are. Honestly, I believe when you begin to like yourself, I'm going to say that again, when you begin to like yourself and love yourself and begin to understand yourself, you're going to put a smile on your face, and you're going to look in the mirror and say, wow, I'm really amazing. I'm really great. I can do anything. And you can be so comfortable with that. Honestly, you're going to really make some effects on yourself, and you're going to smile, and it's really going to go deep dive into your soul. Honestly, it's going to change the scope of who you are. It's going to really rebuild anything that is really broken inside of you. I'm telling you, any illnesses, any things like that is really going to really be replaced by your kindness and really going to be healed, honestly. And I really believe that, family. I really do. I have a personal representation of this and testimony. When I began to say great things about myself, when I began to say that I can do anything, I began to heal, from things that were definitely a problem for myself. I was diagnosed with illnesses as well too, and I had to change the scope and actually say that I can do anything, even though it didn't look like it at first. I had to just say the right things. When I began to say the right things, my body began to heal. I began to actually look better. I began to know the right things to put in my body too. I said, you know what? Instead of drinking this pop, I'm going to drink this water. And I began to understand that those life choices, those life facts for myself were really actually began to really heal myself, my mind, body, and soul. Really, it really did, family. I promise you it did. Wow, we have so many amazing people that are coming in today and saying hello. Definitely, they're amazing fans. We have our amazing Queen April. Thank you so much for coming into the family, Queen. I really appreciate you. Amen. Amen. I believe it too. We're a family. I'm telling you, when we began to understand, how we can replace all those negative words and negative experiences in our life, to replace them with something positive, something that's going to rejuvenate your soul. Honestly, we can be our own healer. The medicine that really heals us is really replacing it with great words, great encouragement, understanding that we can do anything, we can elevate anything. And I promise you, it's going to change your world. Let me tell you why. It changed mine. When I began to change the words, I'm telling you, I'm the person I am today. And guess what? I'm still building. I'm still getting better and better. Still been better and better, family. So we're going to go ahead to question number 2. What techniques from the course can help challenge negative beliefs and promote a positive mindset and towards the self-love that we want? I love this question. One thing about it that we can definitely begin to engage in things that are different. We can begin to foster a different mindset of self-love. Self-love, family. When we began to be compassionate towards ourselves and began to say that I can actually practice greatness within ourselves, I could begin to tell myself that, you know what, I can do great things. Those affirmations, just saying those things over and over again actually works. And I tell you something, what works for me, starting off early in the day, like bright and early, first thing in the morning, look in the mirror and say, you know what, you are absolutely beautiful. You can do great things. You can really achieve those goals. You know what, you can actually do whatever it is when it comes to that project that's put before you. When I began to say that I can do great things, when I began to say that I'm encouraged to actually apply that, it actually changed the scope, honestly. And guess what? You started out very early, saying those great things. You're actually putting a positive bulletproof vest on yourself. So when you open the door, when you see the world is going to see this greatness in you. It's just like a huge light that's going to be elevated. And honestly, just by seeing that light is really going to be impactful. Honestly, others are going to see that. They're not going to see the negative words. They're going to see that positive words that you've been saying. Foster those types of experiences in your life. Begin to tell yourself that you can do great things, family. Begin to say that I can prioritize understanding that this is needed for myself. First thing in the morning, when I tell you, when you begin to exercise that and begin to reoccur that each and every day, honestly, that's going to be a great positive habit. That's going to be something that you crave. That's going to be something that you have to have. Honestly, that's going to be something that's a must. Right there when you brush your teeth, right there when you drink your water in the day, when you eat your breakfast in the morning, or whatever you do in the morning, before you get in the car, before you actually turn that ignition, you're already saying positive things. Honestly, the environment is really going to be set in place. The music that you listen to in the morning is really going to be curated to that. You're not going to say, things that are bad for yourself. You're not going to say, I hate myself. You're not going to listen to music that's going to be, negative for yourself. You're going to listen to positive music. You're going to say, wait a minute, where is that inspirational message that I was listening to? I'm going to turn this on. Where is that positive podcast episodes that usually that plays? I'm going to play that while I'm driving. I'm telling you, you're going to change things automatically. And guess what? The people around you are going to change too. When you begin to say the right things to yourself, when you begin to understand how positive that is, the positive energy is going to be grab hold of you. Honestly, it's really going to be elevated, and the right people are going to come in your space. The right people are going to be with you. They're going to connect with you, and they're going to want to do business with you. They're going to want to be around you. Honestly, everyone wants to feel positive. Everyone wants positive changes, and they want to be around people that are positive. If you continuously do that each and every day, that is really what's going to change the scope, and that's really going to change the lenses in your environment, family. It really will. Wow, we have so many amazing people that really are resonating with this conversation. And I really appreciate each and every one of you for listening in. Yes, I can do great things. I'm telling you, you really can. And honestly, when you began to understand that, and when you began to realize that you can really do great and positive things in your life, one thing about it is the right people are going to keep connected to you. And guess what? It's going to be people that are going to be connected to you that you didn't realize that are going to be able to change your life. That production that you really was looking for, and that you didn't know if you had the right people, the right connections to really be connected to it, they're going to be gravitated to you. And guess what? People are going to be talking about you. People are going to be connected with you, and they're going to want to connect with you, and they're going to tell people about you, and you didn't even know they were talking about you. And you're like, somebody gave me your name and your information, and they said that you were the right person for the job. And you're like, wow, I didn't even know who you were. When I tell you, we began this process, bring this positive process of change, and begin to understand just how positive enforcement and affirmation can really change the scope of your life, I promise you, it's really just going to change your life and change your world around you. Everything that you want, everything that you need, begin to let the words out of your mouth align with it, family. I promise you, it's going to be great for you. Question number 3. Why is incorporating self-care practices essential for holistic well-being and nurturing self-love? This is a great question. One thing about it, when you begin to prioritize your life and identify the right ways of things, the activities that you do is going to be aligned with it. Begin to resonate with the right people and right connections that is really going to be able to elevate what you want to do when it comes to your self-care, when it comes to your life. Begin to operate in practices that's really going to be great for you, and begin to understand, to encourage others that they can do the same as well too. Begin to just take charge on it. Begin to take charge and understand just how amazing that it's important for you to begin to practice in this way, and understand that as you begin to understand how important it is for yourself, begin to be engaged to walk in the park, begin to be engaged to be succinct with, working out, and begin to, journaling, began to do things like that. Honestly, that is self-love, that is self-care. And when you begin to operate in that way, you're going to incorporate the right practices to understand how you can begin to maneuver to keep that going. Begin to, understand that we can actually be our own medicine. We can do that, but you got to begin to understand the ways to nurture that and begin to understand how you can practice that. Honestly, I'm not going to tell you that medications don't work for others. You may need to do that. Talk to your medical professionals when it comes to that. However, when you're looking for other practices that's going to add to whatever you have to do mandated by your doctors, begin to understand that yoga is great for you. Begin to understand that nourishing and meditations is good for you. Begin to understand if you incorporate different essential practices is really going to be great for your mental health. Honestly, those alternative opportunities are out there for you to elevate. You'll begin to realize that you really didn't need to do anything else. You just needed to change the scope, understand to add value to your life and self-love, and begin to understand the practice in that way. When you begin to understand how to continue to practice in that way, when you begin to understand how you can nurture yourself and understand how you can align with the right things that's going to be good for your mental, you're going to realize that your body and your mind and soul is really going to be enriched each and every day. You're going to want to do it even more and more. You're going to want to be a great beneficiary for yourself. And you're going to want to always tailor to make sure the self-care for yourself is really going to be essential for yourself, and make sure you align with it. Always align with those. Definitely be a significant improvement for yourself. I promise you it will. Question number 4. How can settling boundaries through this particular course create a supportive environment for growth? This is a great question. One thing about it is that if you begin to understand how to elevate within yourself and begin to understand how you can begin to understand how you can set the boundaries for yourself, you can actually align the reinforcements for yourself always. And you can begin to prioritize self-care for yourself. I know it may not feel like it's easy to do when you're setting boundaries at first. Others may not be a fan of it. Like, what are you doing right now? You're doing something different. I really need you to do this. I really need you to do that. But, you have to prioritize what's beneficial for yourself. If you are overworked, if you are doing a lot, if you're doing more things for others to make sure that you are aligned with making sure the projects are getting done for everyone else, if you're not taking account and actually putting yourself first and understanding that you really can't do it all, that causes a lot of stress, family. That causes a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety and a lot of depression that comes in play because you can't accomplish it all. Definitely begin to put boundaries for yourself and understand that when you put boundaries for yourself, it's really going to be a benefit for yourself. Honestly, cut that schedule off. Honestly, if you were used to doing 10 things in a day, make sure break it down to 5. If you're used to doing and taking care of everyone else and making sure, things are done, make sure you send a note saying, hey, listen, I probably cannot do all of those things that you want me to do right now. Honestly, I really need to take a break from it. Honestly, we're going to need to pretty much figure out what we can do later. But because I have to actually do things for myself to make sure I align with this. It's okay to do that, family. Like I said, it's okay to say no. A lot of times, most of the time, we don't feel that saying no is a good thing, but actually when saying no is a good thing sometimes. You really do need to say no when it comes to, taking care of yourself, because if you don't prioritize yourself, if you really don't elevate yourself to making sure that you can do, everything and make sure, when you don't prioritize yourself and making sure that you can achieve whatever goals you want to achieve, honestly, you have to begin to put yourself first. Because we want you still here. I had to tell myself that. I had to tell myself that because it was becoming stressful sometimes. A lot of times when I wanted to make sure I achieved everything when it comes to, my environment, definitely when it comes to my young boys, when they were growing up, definitely not prioritizing me, putting everything they need to do first. I always say, you know what, they have this game, they have this particular event that's coming up. They need this. As they got older, driver's training, all of those things were in place. Those are great, right? I mean, it's definitely supporting the family. However, I was doing that, and then I was not taking care of everything that I need to do for myself. Honestly, my body was declining, so much so where I ended up in the hospital and definitely ended up in a situation where my body was really taking on anxiety and taking on illnesses that came about because I was not taking care of myself. One thing about it, I had to really take account of me. Let me tell you what, I was made to take account of me because I was in a hospital bed. If I didn't do it, that would be in a position that was going to be even worse, right? So when I began to understand that, listen, I had to take account understanding myself. I had to take account understanding that I need to take a break and understanding that taking this break definitely needed to restructure my schedule. Even though that everything was going great before, it wasn't going the best before that it needed to go. So when I began to actually structure my schedules, like structure my calendar to where it's not 5 days a week, it needed to be 2 days a week. And I had to be okay with that and had to send a nice note and saying, usually the schedule is usually 5 days, but at this time, I cannot actually do that time because it's way out of my bandwidth. It's okay. And they'll have to be okay with that. I promise you, everyone will respect you. Everyone will be inclined to actually continue to do work with you because you structured your time, because you're healthier, you're vibing, you're actually beginning to understand how we can always work together. We want you to be here. We want you to always elevate and always want you to be in a process where you can do great things. always doing things for yourself. And I promise you, the family, connections, partners, and the community will respect you a lot more. And I promise you, they will actually do things like that too. Definitely structuring and processing themselves, definitely having great, healthy boundaries. This is great. I love this particular question. Wow. Next question. Question number 5. How is tracking progress, celebrating milestones important for self-love and personal development? This is great. One thing about it, that I resonate with and understand when it comes to this, when I began to understand how I can achieve more and I can actually begin to elevate in more by understanding how I can begin to reinforce the accomplishments that I want to achieve by actually prioritizing myself and self-love, understanding how I can grow in this, understand that I can actually do great things, and understand that if I began to maneuver my journey and understanding how I can create a great, great space for myself when prioritizing my life is always going to be a benefit. One thing that I had to honestly do when I had to actually, in my process, I had to understand how I can actually do certain things that actually show that we can do great things. We can do anything for ourselves. Definitely, for example, I can create a vision board. When I create a vision board for myself, that always worked out. And you can do this, honestly. Do a vision board to showing how your great achievements and accomplishments that you achieved in the world. Honestly, begin to show those things that you used to do some time ago that was great success for yourself. Honestly, begin to do that. For example, I remember I did, like, for myself, I achieved, a Spartan race. It was a marathon race that was maybe an hour long maze race that I had to achieve and accomplish. It was through hills, it was doing, workouts and everything, but I was by myself. I had a team with me, but I had to achieve these goals, and I was able to achieve it, family. And I have the amazing race, and I had the accomplishments. And guess what? There was pictures and everything, and it was just so amazing, and it was great accomplishment. Guess what? Put that on the vision board. Put that on the vision board to say, listen, these are the accomplishments and the things that I have achieved, great success that I had to do all by myself. Nobody can make me do it. Mind you, there was people there. We were all there as a team, but nobody can do it for me. But I accomplished it and I made it happen. Put things like that on the vision board. So it's my I Love Me book. I love those, and you can continue to see those each and every day. Honestly, when you feel bad, when you feel like you can't do anything, when you feel like you don't know how to achieve success, honestly, when you look at that vision board of those success that you've achieved, you'll begin to feel wonderful and vibrant. Honestly, you'll be like, wow, I really did this. This was great. This really encouraged me. Okay, let's go. I'm good. Sometimes you just need a reminder of how great you did things. Sometimes you just need a re-encouraging yourself and just say, listen, this is my self-love book. This is so great for myself. Always do processes like that. Anything that you have, like an encouragement that you achieved, like if you graduated from college, if you definitely fulfilled this goal, if you had this process that was really, really difficult and you achieved it and you succeeded, pretty much put that in front of yourself. That I Love Me book is really great. It's really something that you can really, really nourish for yourself. And honestly, that's the key way for you to begin to nourish and just tell yourself that you can do great things. That's how you accomplish self-love, family. That's how you accomplish great growth. And I promise you, you're going to be even more that you can do anything and celebrating all those wins that you have for yourself. I love this particular question. Wow. We got a last question, family. Question number 6. How does seeking support within the course community enhance encouragement and connection on one's self-love journey? I like this. One thing that I really like about this, when you begin to understand when things happen, what you can do is you can begin to share your experiences with the world, and you can begin to share your challenges and things that you pretty much had and you overcame. Honestly, when you began to do that and began to show others that you can win and that you can always continue to move forward, As you begin to understand and love yourself and begin to love yourself in a way where you can support the needs that you need to meet, honestly, as you begin to do that, it's really just going to be a win-win for you. Honestly, there's going to be people that are going to be connected with you. There's going to be connections that are going to connect with you as well too. They're going to want to know your story. They're going to want to know how you were able to win, how you were able to maneuver everything, what was going on with you. This is really, really really, really great. Honestly, people are wanting to seek the support that you have, and they're going to want to seek everything, the advice that you have, because you won, because of your story. Always be engaging to understand that you have a story. Always be engaging to understand that you have great things happen for you. And always know that you can accomplish anything in any situation that you have moving forward. I promise you, it's going to be great for you. As you begin to understand just how great you are and understand just how accomplished you are, you can begin to do anything. You can accomplish anything. I promise you, as you begin to resonate with that family, I promise you're going to achieve anything. And honestly, it's going to be something about your purpose and something about your journey is really going to be enlightening for somebody else. I promise you, somebody else is going to know how you did it. Somebody else is going to know how you were able to accomplish that. And honestly, they're going to want to know everything about you moving forward. And it's going to be it's really going to set the page for the next chapter in your life. And I really, really believe that it will, family. Wow. This is really great, family. And I really love these questions that were presented to us, definitely on how we can maneuver growth for ourselves. It's really important for us to definitely exceed our goals, and definitely it's important for us to be able to achieve the next chapter in our life, because you deserve it. When you begin to understand how to elevate your life and understand how you can maneuver the things that's going on around your environment, honestly, take these tools. Take the things that we were talking about and understand that you can do great things. You can do hard things. You can achieve anything that you want to achieve. And you can actually begin to maneuver how you can move forward ahead with all of these amazing tools. And always know that you're not by yourself. Always know that you can win, and always know that you can achieve anything that you want to achieve, family. I really believe that you can. I honestly do. So I really love this conversation, family. I really do. And I love how we're able to engage with each other on the Confused and Focused Talks with Lekeisha. But you know what? I do have an amazing offer for you, and I really want you to be engaged in it. So this offer is going to be the Unstuck the Focus, unlock your potential, and for you to achieve your success and goals. Honestly, I really believe this practice is really going to be engaging for each and every one of you. And I really believe that you're going to be able to achieve great success with it. So it's going to be a great, great process, definitely. And I know that you're going to be connected with us, family, when it comes to understanding how you can have some self-love for yourself. Definitely, when you begin to understand your thoughts and your emotions, you'll begin to understand that. You're also going to begin to understand how you can definitely come against and combat with any negative beliefs that you have within yourself. You can begin to understand how you can nurture self-love, family, and also begin to prioritize self-care, and definitely begin to understand how you can begin to do that moving forward. And also for you to begin to understand how you can set healthy boundaries for your personal growth, family. You definitely have to begin to do that, and understand also how you can begin to strategize and track the progress that you have, and always know that you can win. Always keep a history, and always keep a history of understanding how you can achieve your milestones. Definitely, when you begin to understand how this course is going to be elevating for yourself, honestly, you're going to come out confident, you're going to come out strong, and you're going to come out focused and understanding how you can achieve and how you can do amazing, great things for your life, your business, and for your family. Wow, wow, wow. I love this, family. I really do. And it's going to be a great conversation that we're going to have. Definitely make sure you connect with me on my website for my family. Definitely going to make sure to connect with me so you can register for this amazing course, family. So I'm loving it, family. It's going to be great. You're going to have a great, great time. And definitely don't forget, I have an amazing resource that's going to be connected with this particular course, family. So if you invest in this course, you'll have an opportunity to be able to have an amazing opportunity for the journal that's going to be attached with it. It's called the Empowerment Journal that's going to be connected to it. You're going to get some more information about that as well. When you register for this course, you're going to get that journal that's going to be attached to it, family. I'm sorry, I promise you, it's going to be a great time. Definitely, it's going to be connection that you're going to definitely be engaged in. It's going to change your life. Wow, wow, wow. I appreciate this journey, family, that we had today on the Confused to Focus Talks with Lekeisha. We definitely are vibing, family. I promise you, I want to know for everything that you're doing, family. Definitely let me know how you're feeling about these conversations with Lekeisha. And definitely, I want to know how you are feeling, definitely how you're moving forward ahead. I'm looking forward to us connecting, family. You already know next week, we definitely got to connect. We are here on Thursdays, every Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm looking forward to us to connect again. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, family, and definitely make sure you bring a friend. And I'm loving how we're able to connect with each other moving forward ahead. Definitely, family, this is a great show today. I'm so excited about it. Definitely, I know that you have been changed. I know you have, and I'm looking forward for us to connect together. Definitely moving forward ahead. I'm loving everything about you. So with all we do, family, you already know how we end the show. With all you do, leave with confidence, understanding, and love always. Make sure you connect with me, family, and don't forget to subscribe to my Patreon channel as well too. Leave me more information there for moving forward ahead. I appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you be blessed, family, and I truly, truly love you, and have an amazing, amazing day, family. Have a good night.